Hello. Hi, hi, hi. How you doing, guys? Good afternoon. I would like to speak to you today about what's happened there. With regards to about comparison, okay? Because this is something you need to ditch completely if you want to succeed, okay? It cannot possibly be a part of your discipline. Just because your focus needs to be solely on you, okay? You have different goals to other people, okay? I have different goals to others, and they have different goals to mine. And what they are focused on is what is important to them. And it can be completely different to what I want to achieve because of our beliefs, okay? Our beliefs will differ, right? So, for example, one person can, even if they want the same thing, seemingly the same thing, they can have different goals that are around it. Okay, so comparing yourself to anybody, it doesn't make sense. It's just like fish would compare itself to a tiger, for example, because and it would be just like feeling conscious or worse because it cannot hunt, right? It's not its purpose to hunt animals, to hunt the game. Okay, it's its purpose to swim in the water and be a part of the ocean and so on. So you cannot possibly compare yourself to anybody because it doesn't make sense. And this is where I was going wrong all the time. That's why I'm saying, stop it. Stop this practice, okay? When you look out there and someone is slimmer, someone is more attractive, someone is this or that way, or they can, or they do go jogging or working out or doing the exercises or have a body like a fitness model, it is their goal and they're achieving the goal, okay? Your goals are the ones that you want to focus on, not somebody else's goals, okay? You don't have to be, unless you choose to completely, and you can just get inspired and make them your inspiration, be and copy the goal that they have, perhaps even speak to them and say, like, how did you do that? What are you thinking? What is your thinking? What are you thinking about in your head when you are going to go through these things, okay? When you're going through towards those goals, what's your motivation? What are the thoughts that trigger you towards that goal, and so on? Then you can, that's completely different. But if you compare yourself and you just sort of stop yourself from doing things because other people are doing it and they're better at it, and then you're never going to be able, apparently, in your opinion, gets to the place, then that is the wrong thinking, okay? So, two things to talk to you about today, apart from that comparison, which you need to completely stop because it's not going to help you in any way. It's going to make you feel worse. It's going to make you feel like you haven't attained the goal yet, that you know that you should be, you in your opinion, you should be, better or whatever. No, you just exactly where you're supposed to be. These people have different goals. These people perhaps who you see the surface of, you can see only the result of themselves being themselves, but you have no idea how much effort they put in whatever they succeed in. Okay, they might be doing a lot of more work than you. They might be dedicating a lot of more time than you to things, okay? And that's why comparing yourself doesn't make sense. Just be happy with what you're doing and acknowledge that and appreciate that, okay? Another thing is what I noticed that was really bugging me and was really in a way to my success, to any of my successes, really, because I have succeeded on a lot of in a lot of fields. I dragged myself out of depression myself. I am leading the life that I want myself right now. I'm on a way up all the time, every single day. I feel better and better, more and more motivated, more energized, more and more confident, more and more knowing and dreaming and feeling that this is going to, everything that I want is happening to me, and more believing. Okay, that's a fucking massive success from someone who's always used to think negative, and then it was like a no can do sort of attitude that I had all the time. Okay, I had this attitude that everybody else is just like, it's got it in for me, and the world's just fucking against me. Okay, and it's not the case at all. It's not the case in any case in any person's life. It's just you need to decide that you want it better for yourself, and you're gonna decide that you're gonna fight for yourself. You're gonna fight for yourself. Okay, you're gonna protect yourself. You're gonna protect your boundaries. You're gonna protect your energy. You're gonna protect everything that is around you, and make it into a nice positive bubble. Okay, positivity. That is another thing that I want to talk to you about. I speak about positivity a lot. Okay, and I know that nowadays, right, when everything is surrounding us, it's not easy to stay positive. However, there is something like toxic positivity. Okay, I mean, toxic positivity is something that is not quite right. Okay, something that I found that was in a way, because I think that I took positivity the wrong way at first, and I would like to pass it on so that other people perhaps don't make the same mistake. You cannot be positive all the time. That's one thing. You can choose to be happy all the time, and even if shit happens to you, you just acknowledge that as something that happened to you without judging it as a negative thing. However, it doesn't stop you from feeling. Okay, feelings are there for a reason, and like, for example, if you are angry or you hate someone, that means that is showing you that this person basically is hurting you, or you hate yourself. That means you're hurting yourself, okay? And you have a right to be hateful and spiteful and angry, okay? So now, you cannot be positive about your traumas, okay? You can be grateful for them, but you cannot pretend that this is something that you should ignore. Yeah, I mean, you cannot pretend that it's non-existent. You can't pretend and ignore those things that happen to you. Acknowledging this, that something happens, that you've been hurt, okay, is the best thing you can do for yourself. Let's say that you have come out from a relationship that was extremely harmful, okay, that you didn't know that it was harmful to you, that it was upsetting you, that it was making you feel sad, that it was holding you back, that it was making you feel like you are not worthy of anything else. And this relationship might not exactly, it's not necessarily the fault. That there is, I would be very careful before I would throw guilt at the other person, because from energetic point of view, it's your choice who you're speaking to. It's your choice who you get to know to. It's your choice who you go to bed with. Okay, so if you go and sleep with someone who's got extremely negative energy, you're going to, and you are a person who's got weak energetic boundaries because you do little for yourself, or you do more harmful, you have more harmful habits than supportive habits, and you don't know where the energetic balance is, and you tend to then attract people who are on a very similar level to you, then you might end up hurting yourself, not knowing that you are hurting yourself. Okay, so that's why I would be very careful here to blame someone else, okay, or even blaming yourself. Yeah, it's just not about the blame tripping, guilt tripping. It's about, okay, I got myself in a shit. I got myself in a shit relationship, and now I would like to get out of this relationship, or I'm out of this relationship. I still grieve this relationship, because it's okay to grieve something that is completely and utterly destructive, because after all, it's still a loss. And even if this person's been harmful to you, to your emotional health, you need to acknowledge that it was your responsibility to stay in a relationship for maybe long, maybe not long enough, maybe too long, maybe just long enough to feel the negative impact. But it was your choice and your responsibility. And if you have come out of this, if you decided to end this, then congratulations, you're one of the strongest people in the world. And now you can start fresh after grieving this. However, acknowledging that you have hurt yourself by being in a relationship that was harmful emotionally, mentally, physically, and spiritually to yourself demands a very high level of forgiveness towards yourself and the other person. Because once you forgive yourself for this and you take responsibility for it completely, and say, like, I've chosen this person, I've chosen to be with this person. My laundry in the background, sexy. Then it's a first step. Okay, it's an amazing, great step to go to the next level of your spirituality. It's a great sort of step on a path and a journey. Okay, but it's nothing positive there when you know that you've hurt yourself. You can't sort of think to yourself that, well, nothing happened, things like that happen, you have to move on, you have to just be stay positive and so on. Okay, you can't pretend that you've been hurt. Okay, you can only be responsible for your own actions, and your action was to stay in a relationship that was hurting you. Okay, but the other person, if they were abusive in any way, because the abuse comes from energetic point of view, okay, the reason why you are abused by the person from the outside is to show you that you have a boundary issue that you need to fix. Okay, and if you don't do anything about the boundary issue that you need to fix, you will experience the same abuse over and over again until you learn that you need to get stronger. Okay, and you need to pull yourself up a little bit. Okay, then you might experience even a situation which is really surprising by everybody around, that all of a sudden even they notice that they don't allow themselves to treat you the way they treated you in the past, because you've pulled yourself up higher on an energetic level. Okay, you've pulled yourself onto the stronger energetic boundary that you hold. Okay, that is there. It just connected itself. It's just strengthened itself. It's like a net around you. Like this energetic field is so strong that it will not allow anybody to push through this when it's strong. It's only when it's weak that other people will push through it and treat you like shit. But the reason why it's weak is when you treat yourself like shit. Okay, and that is something that then you need to forgive yourself once you know what's happened. Okay, that's the whole energy story behind it, behind that situation. Okay, so if you've been hurt by someone else, and so it seems like you are the victim here, there is a reason behind it. You've been victimized. You can admit it. You can acknowledge that hurt. Okay, but above all, and once above all, okay, number one point is that you were your own victim in the first place before you were a victim of anybody else. And you need to remember this, because if you feel like you are a victim of the external, you are a victim of yourself. And you will see the difference if you choose to and decide that you are going to come out of a victimhood and take responsibility for everything that happens to you. For example, you decide to end the relationship, or you make sure that this relationship is going to have a whole different ground from now on, and that you are the person who chooses to stay in it, okay, then everything shifts. And if you shift yourself and you stop hurting yourself by repeating the same cycles, by getting into the same arguments, by behaving like a child in an argument, storming out, and never standing up to a person who is hurting you in a way where you don't actually need to even do anything. Sometimes you just have to stay there and just acknowledge that this is the way they behave in the way, but you don't have to react to it. Okay, you don't even have to do anything. All you need to do is be there. Okay, or even not be there. You can walk away if you feel like this is what you want. Okay, but you need to come out of this harmful circle that is causing you behaviors that are harmful. Okay, and those harmful behaviors, they will always weaken your energetic net, your energetic field. Yeah, so if your energetic field is hurt, it's damaged, okay, it's weak, because it's going to be weaker, because harmful behavior, self-harm, it doesn't have to be cutting yourself, although that's fucking just like as much as any hurt that is done to yourself, whether by repeated actions that are destructive in any way, physical or mental, even negative thoughts about yourself, negative self-talk, negative actions, negative addictions, right? Obsessing about something that is not serving, and some extreme ones, like, you know, just abuse of your body, or substances that you put in your body, or self-harm, or excessive eating, or emotional attachment, any negative, anything that upsets you, okay, it will and makes you feel like you are weaker, makes you tired, makes you drained. It will have an impact on your energetic field. Your energetic field will be healthy and strong only when you strengthen it by positive actions and positive beliefs and positive thoughts. Okay, that's why I'm on about positivity all the time, just to keep it up. Okay, because then you can hold boundaries to people who once tried to and managed to cross your boundary, and now they won't be able to push through that boundary because your energy is too strong. It radiates different, stronger energy that it's impossible to break and to be broken unless you allow it. Okay, and that is the good thing about staying healthy and focused on the actions that serve you and support you throughout the day. That's why I'm doing the whole group of dream your way into fitness, because dreaming, as you know, just as much as it's just energy, and I call thinking dreaming, because every time you hold a thought, that is your dream. Every time it's just in there in your mind. Okay, and that until you make it happen to you in real life and make it physical, it remains a dream. So dream your way into fitness. And obviously my group is not only about fitness in literal sense, in physical sense, but also spiritual fitness, mental fitness, emotional fitness, and obviously physical and metaphysical. So this is something I really wanted to say. That's the message that was coming through today. And don't get into a trap of trying to pretend that you have not been hurt or you've not hurt yourself. Okay, whether whatever happened in any relationship that you had with whatever or whoever, it is irrelevant whose blame it is. Okay, there is no even such thing as blame. You are responsible for your life and for everything that is going on in it. And if you choose to become fully responsible, because you it's your choice. You can either be a victim of life, you can either say, oh, look, this is what happened to me, I've been through so much. Yes, everybody's been through so much, okay? But if you choose to become a person who's fully responsible, I even like to practice being responsible for my life. I even take responsibility for other people's lives, just so that I get a little bit better at this. And then it makes me feel like I'm in even fuller control, because that's what I am striving at in order to get what I want to get. But you cannot possibly say to yourself that nothing happened here, that you have to forget all about it, or you have to pretend you just need to focus on work and don't, because these are the things that best thing to do is just to keep yourself busy. And not pretend that it didn't happen, and then just like put it behind you. You cannot possibly put anything behind you if that is traumatic. If this is something that you, if let's say it's a loss of a relationship that was in any way emotionally harming to you and another person, then you need to feel through this grief. Okay, you need to fully lose it. Okay, you need to fully lose this relationship, and whether it was a relationship with you, because it could be a relationship with you, old you, who was hurting yourself, harming yourself, making yourself feel miserable, emotionally drained, and tired by your actions and your thoughts and your beliefs. Or it could have been a relationship with someone else who was of a similar energy frequency. That's why you attracted each other. So you always remember about this before you judge the other person that you're dating. You're dating your own self-esteem, baby. And it doesn't matter how the person reacts. If the reactions are different to yours, if the thoughts and beliefs, because they will be, obviously, because that's a person from a completely different background. They didn't grow up in your beliefs, so it doesn't matter how they're behaving. They are your mirror reflection with regards to your self-esteem. So your self-esteem is going to be energetically exactly equal to the person that you are dating. So if you want someone else better, if you want a better relationship, you need to make sure that the relationship with yourself is at the level that you want to date. Okay, so if you want an excellent man, for example, you are a lady and you would like to have an excellent partner who's going to be a high value man, you need to be this yourself first. In order to do it, you need to elevate and upgrade your thinking about yourself, mainly. Because if you think like you are just a piece of shit and you treat yourself like one, then you're gonna get a date that is exactly going to be thinking and treating you this way. Okay, and that is not very. It's a bad news and good news at the same time, because it's not pleasant to find out that we think about ourselves in a very negative sense. Okay, it's not pleasant to realize that we have ourselves for nothing, and it's painful, and it's sudden, and it's out of nowhere, and we don't realize for a very long time often that this is how we think about ourselves. But at the same time, once you have this knowledge and once you hold this, you also have this realization that you can get out of that Yeah, that you can become someone different. You can become a different person by upgrading your thoughts and your beliefs about yourself. You can change the beliefs because this is only energy. Okay, so your beliefs about yourself from I'm worthless or I'm a piece of shit, because this is how I am only saying that because that's what I used to think about myself, that I am nobody. Okay, and you can change this belief from that to I am amazing, right? I am an amazing person. I am a high value person. Okay, I am a valuable, and make yourself even more and more valuable by adding value to your life and to life of other people every day. And this is how you become more confident. This is how you grow. This is how you make yourself proud. This is how you make yourself feel more valuable each day. And this is how your self-esteem raises. And this is how you attract better for yourself in life across all areas, okay, including partners, for example, and friends and relationships. So even if you have a relationship that was let's say toxic, which I don't use this word anymore because I find it now I understand the energy and what and how it works. Like, it's not about toxicity, it's about your energetic frequency as a being, and all you have to do is raise it to the point that you desire, right? And that's really good news because it's on you. You can do it and you can strive for it every day, right? Okay. Love you and have a great evening. I am in a very mellow state today. I've seen some friends. It was really good. Very hot outside and summery, so I'm really calm and good today. So yeah, just remember that you can change your beliefs from the ones that are non-supportive about yourself to the ones that are really going to help you elevate yourself and your vibe, okay? And that is the key to changing your self-esteem. And if you change your self-esteem, you will start attracting things and people to your life that are going to be vibing at the same level, at the same frequency to yourself, okay? So once you grow a little bit, you're gonna see relationships that used to work for you falling away from you because they can't meet you at the level. You can go back. Once you've decided that you're going to go forward, you're going to change for the more positive and you're going to elevate your vibe, you can't possibly, from that stage where you are, go back to who you are before you've grown. Okay, it's not possible. So either someone's going to have to meet you at your level, or they're going to fall away from you, vibrate out of your life. Okay, and you might see the relationships that you know they're not serving you. Okay, just sort of coming out of your life, like people that you used to be friends with, you were already you were always okay together, and you were sort of vibing at the same level and read each other's minds and stuff like that. You're just not even going to want to spend time with these people, okay? And that is one difficult decision, okay? You cannot stop growing on one hand because the reason why you are here is just that, right? To create yourself in someone upgraded, more updated version every day. So because your growth depends and the speed of your growth depends on how much effort you put into it and how much time times action. It might be quicker than other people's growth, okay? And other people's growth might be slower, and the space where they are at might not be matching yours, and you guys together might not be serving each other. That's why those relationships sort of just fall away from you or from each other, to make space for more. That's why it's recommended to not hold them, okay? Just allow them to go, even if it's painful. Because if you allow something like this fall away from you, you will automatically make space for more. You will just make space for new, and something will sort of fill this void, okay? By holding on and grabbing on to old relationships or jobs, I'm talking to you, Kasia, or things that don't serve you, that upset you, that emotionally drain you, that make you feel tired, headachy, stiff, frustrated. When you hold on to the things just because you are scared to let go of them, because this is what you think you should be doing, because you're scared of losing the things, because it was there for a long time and all of a sudden now you just it's slipping out of your hands. When you let go of it, you create space for more. If you hold on to it, you're more likely to hurt yourself even more, and you are stopping something that's really good coming your way. Okay, so it's always your choice. Okay, nobody's going to make you do things if you don't feel like you're ready. But I just want you to be aware of what it looks like from energetic point of view. Okay, I love you very much. Have a great day. I'm actually glad that I said the last bit, because it was it's something that just came out naturally out of me, and I didn't actually even want to say it. It's just a message from the quantum to whoever needs to hear it. Love you. Bye.